we're about to get spooky. Hey, I'm Ali Carr, and this is Serve It. Today, I'll show you how to take a basic brownie mix and make a spooky, bite-sized treat the entire family will love. Look at that filling. That is like brownie magic. We're gonna have a basic box mix of brownies, but we're kicking it up a few notches with homemade chocolate frosting. I baked my box mix following the recipes on the box a little bit earlier this morning so that this had time to cool. For our chocolate frosting, we're gonna start with about 2 cups of confection sugar, 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, a half a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. I've got heavy cream today, but you could also use milk or a milk substitute, vanilla extract, and a pinch of salt. Here's what you'll need for decorations. I've got candy coat in chocolate and white. I like to use candy coat for this versus chocolate chips because the melt is a little bit smoother and it coats the brownie bites flawlessly. Chocolate sprinkles, graham crackers, gummy worms, chocolate chips, and white chocolate chips to finish off some of our decorations. We're gonna whip together our homemade chocolate frosting, unsweetened butter, that's at room temperature, for about 2 to 3 minutes. You might wanna hop in there, scrape off the bowl, and then keep whipping it up. Just another minute or so. Slowly add in some of our confection sugar. Start off at a slow speed, otherwise it will look like a snow globe in your kitchen. I'm gonna add in my 2 to 3 tablespoons of cream. I like to alternate powdered sugar to cream, then you get a gauge of how thick the frosting is gonna be. Add in our cocoa powder. Another mix, a little more cream, and then I'm gonna pop in the rest of our confection sugar. A splash of vanilla and a pinch of salt. Do you think it's ready? Tell me what you think. Next, we're gonna take our cooled off brownies and mix it together with the frosting. It doesn't necessarily have to be pretty because it's all getting mixed. We're gonna mix up with our frosting. I'm gonna put about half of what we made. It's kind of about finding just that right in between. A nice like thick mud. I grabbed an extra large cookie sheet. I just like this big size because I can put more of the brownie bites on it. You can line that either with some parchment paper or if you have some silicone baking mats. We're gonna go ahead and use our scoops. It keeps everything consistent. Because we do put it in our hands, roll these bad boys up, voila, there you go. All right, can you roll a ball? I'm gonna pop these on our tray. Once you've scooped these all out, we're gonna pop them in the refrigerator to chill just for about 20, 30 minutes. So we've got our candy coat nice and melted and our brownie bites nice and chill. So all you simply do is using a fork, dip it into the candy coat. I'm only gonna do about 1/3 of our brownie bites in white because these are gonna be our mummies. Don't eat it! All right, I've got my chocolate candy coat melted. Take the remainder of our brownie bites, dip them in the chocolate candy coat. Let's get decorating. So we are gonna make our spooky brownie bites look like a graveyard. So I've melted a few chocolate chips. I'm gonna go ahead and use a piping bag. I like to use the chocolate melted in the microwave on slow bursts of 30 seconds, stirring in between. So here's what we're gonna do for our dirt worms. Before the cone coat hardens, I'm just gonna pop a little hole in the top using a chopstick. I'm gonna take my chocolate, do a couple little ziggy zags to make it look like dirt. Stick my little worm, finish with some chocolate sprinkles. Let's make our gravestone. So before my candy coat hardened, just go ahead and stick a graham cracker right on top, add a little chocolate drizzle, sprinkles, a finishing touch, and there's our gravestone. Here's how we're gonna make our spooky mummies. I use a little bit of the leftover chocolate and a chopstick to create the eyes. There's our little guy. Just like that, the start of our mummy. Once we have all of our mummy eyes, I've got some melted white chocolate chips. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up my piping bag. I do like to coat my brownie bites in that candy coating. It's a little easier and more consistent to work with, but there's not a ton of flavor, right? So that's why I like to decorate them with melted chocolate, and then you get all that great flavor. So I'm just kind of crisscrossing. Let's plate these up. Who wants brownie bites? Is it good? Is it spooky? So we've taken a box of brownie mix, homemade chocolate frosting, and some spooky decorations to make for a fun treat the entire family will love. Hey, to shop for some of the tools that I used in this episode, search Serve It at QVC.com. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can see the latest Serve It episodes.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween!
That's a wrap.